Welcome back to Void Sales, where we last left off. We were about to go into this pyramid and jump into this hole in reality. And I could tell they're... Yep, there they are. Oh, there's 4 of the big ones, and 12 of the small ones, yay. Can't actually attack them until they activate, which probably is not going to happen until I get close enough. When are these things going to turn on? Okay. Reality tear. You approach the tear. Suspended in the air, it pulses with slow, unnatural rhythm. Confined by the remnants of some alien mechanism. Arcs of energy flicker across its surface, responding to your presence. As you step closer, your father's voice grows clearer, sharper. At last, child, you've reached the tear. The one great rupture, the source of the powers from beyond the veil. It must be manipulated, unbalanced. In its current state, passage would be far too dangerous. Okay, what do I do? The tear will grow. The line between realities will get thinner. That is the moment you must cross. Don't concern yourself with what happens after. Whatever comes, we'll face it together. Let's see. Oh. Note of strain. He's worried for you. That much is clear. You can't tell if he truly understands what lies ahead, but he believes that this is the right course. Alright, let's do this. Come this far, might as well. Sunk cost. You raise your hands, following your father's guidance. You hear him chanting. He speaks in a language you've never heard. Not words exactly, but tones, vibrations. The tear flinches, and then the temple stirs, reacting to the intrusion. As Leonardo continues his chant, you must first fight to survive. There it goes. Oh shit, that wasn't it. I thought that was it. Okay, there it goes. Okay, there we go. Now, as unsatisfying as that was, that probably was the last fight. Or the quote-unquote boss fight. Just because I don't really see anywhere else to go from here. Reality tear. Okay. You approach the tear once more. It shudders at your presence, the air bending in unnatural patterns. It's up to you to decide what to do next. I don't think I can do that without taking the boon, but I'm going to see if I can give it a go. You know what, fuck it. Your father's voice returns. If you do this, there will be no turning back. Once the tear is stabilized, the veil's influence will fade. You won't be able to cross, and I will never be made whole again. The ritual will be difficult, but if you choose it, I'll guide you. Oh, screw it. Fuck it. Let's do this. Shut this shit down. To seal it, you must first call to what lies beyond. Only with their attention can the breach be anchored. You press your thoughts outward through the tear, into the unknown. For a moment you feel the air go still. Then they answer. Visions pour in, lands not meant for mortals, vast and formless. The tear tightens, the breach acknowledges your presence. The powers are listening. Images flood your mind, places you've never seen, places too impossible to exist. They dance in a kaleidoscope of shifting geometry and color, alien and endless. And with them heat. Waves pour out from the tear like the breath of 1,000 burning suns. It distracts you, but you must persist. Wait, oh, okay, I guess I'm doing this. Yep. You try to stay centered, but the visions pull you... Oh, Jesus Christ, Tim. Well, I guess I win. You start the chant, mimicking the sounds whispered to you by your father. The tear begins to calm, as if listening back. Now it remains to be seen if you've succeeded. If at least half the ritual was correct, the tear must subside. The tear grows larger, swelling with power. Clouds of smoke pour from its core, twisting into massive tendrils that lash out in every direction. Then it calms. Tendrils dissolve, the pulsing slows. The alien containment structure begins to collapse, pieces folding inwards like petals of dead metal. For the first time, you see the tear in full, but it is stable, confined. Another tremor. The temple reacts violently and shudders beneath your feet. Your manipulations did not go unnoticed. Oh, shit. I think that's it. Okay. I guess that wasn't the final boss fight. I'm glad the ship gets healed between every interaction. Otherwise, I might have been screwed. Stable reality tear. You approach the tear for the last time. It hovers in the air, perfectly balanced, no longer growing. Your father's voice returns, faint, distant, and very tired. Well, I suppose that's it. You did what you thought was right. With the tear stabilized, the veil will grow thicker. Reaching through it, receiving visions, it will become difficult, if not impossible. The influence of other worlds will weaken. I am wondering how the Academy plans to proceed now. Become so dependent on revelations from beyond. He chuckles faintly, dry and tired. What's going to happen to you? It will be harder for me to remain here, at least in this form. With the connection severed, the pieces of my mind I've lost, they drift. Grow distant, more distant by the moment. But don't trouble yourself on my account. Not as though I ever truly had a chance to be whole again. What do you mean? I may not have been entirely honest with you. After my failed attempt to pass through, there was no going back. Not truly. All I'd ever hoped for was to convince you to cross instead. This world, it's a cruel place. And I don't just mean the veil or the things that slip through it. The endless threats of war, the small scuffles, the petty cruelty of people clinging to what little power they have. This isn't the place I wanted you to live in. I've seen a better one. A place where the old ones went. A place where you could have had the life you deserve. The reason I tried to pass through wasn't for me. I wanted to lay the groundwork for you. But that's all in the past now. His features begin to fade, light bleeding through the outline of his form, until he's barely more than a shimmer. Now, you must go. I may not have led you to paradise, but perhaps you'll find your own here. He raises a hand, a small, uncertain wave. Farewell, child. And then he's gone. Just silence. It takes you a moment to recollect your thoughts before eventually leaving the pyramid. You sail your ship away from that forsaken place, back, away from the tear. As you breach the edge of the nebula, a thunderous explosion rips through the silence. The shockwave lifts you off your feet and slams you into the mast. Your vision blurs. You can hear shouting, footsteps, another blast, shapes move across the deck. The last thing you see before it all went dark, is men in heavy plating boarding your ship. They cut down what's left of your crew. What the fuck? Silence. Takes a long time to regain consciousness. Your head throbs, your limbs are heavy. You're no longer in your ship. You're in a cage, suspended by a thick swaying chain. It creaks with every movement beneath your feet. You are on a ship. His ship. Then a familiar voice. I see you've regained consciousness. That's good. We can talk now. Your head throbs with every heartbeat. You must have struck it when the blast hit the deck. What happened to my crew? You did well, Captain. Truly. I wasn't certain you'd choose to stabilize the tear. So I gave you the book. A version of it, with a few adjustments. In case you tried to wield forces no human should command. But you didn't disappoint me. You made the right call. And what the fuck is going on? There's not much to be done now, Captain. The things you've seen, the knowledge you possess. In any other case, you'd be dead already. But you didn't disappoint me, and that means you may still have value. I mean, fuck it, might as well. I thought as much. Still, I will need time. There are many things to consider. I must judge carefully, for the sake of the realm. For now, rest. Dutiful pawn, played along with the Lord Inquisitor's plan. The end. Conclude your journey. His footsteps grow quieter with each passing moment, then a loud clang, a door slammed shut. Silence. Only the flicker of a lone candle left behind. The slow, rhythmic creak of your cage swaying in the dark. A vision comes to your mind. A vision of how your ship was sailing away from the pyramid. Thank you for playing. Alright. That was 15 minutes. Alright. That was pretty nice. It's simple. I feel like it could have been expanded a little bit more, but from what I read on the Steam page, it was just a crew of like 3 people who made this entire game. So, you know, I think that's still, you know, pretty damn good work for just 3 people. I think that was pretty good, pretty solid. If they decided to expand it a little bit more, I mean, I know the game's... Actually, sorry, I just went going to the Steam page, the store page here. Oh, actually, no, the game only came out in May, so, I mean, you know, 4 months ago, so, I mean, not bad. Definitely got room. If they decide to update it to, you know, slap on some more upgrades, maybe expand the story a little bit, I'd definitely be happy to play again. I enjoyed the game. It was fun. Like, definitely plenty of bugs. I think I still got 12 achievements, I think. No, not 12, 13. 19 more achievements to get if I really want to get 100%, which, I mean, you know, honestly wouldn't be all that hard. Just kind of luck of the draw. Some of it quite literally just luck of the draw. One of them is like at the beginning when I was trying to steal the mask and it broke. There's an achievement also for that, for steal a sacred relic instead of just break a sacred relic. But you never know. But hey, it might, not quite sure what that one is. That's probably eat his flesh. Honestly, not sure what that is. Might have to look that up. Ain't no snitch. That would have to be. I would have to kill the survivors. And there's apparently an option to fight Cornelius. Deviation, I guess, was the "I'll never work with you" with the Lord Inquisitor. The roots took hold. You do not transcend. You become on something else entirely. That was probably the after you eat the flesh. Then there's also Lie to Vedica, Better Brother's Fate, which apparently 0.5% of players have done. Padded walls, bright lights, the stars sang, but no one believed you. That, I don't know, something insane. Fate restored, rewrite fate with the lighthouse keeper's thread, so I guess it was don't give her the box. And I think this last achievement, Reach Boreas, is bugged because it says 0.2% of people have gotten there. But it also have an earlier one where it's, let's see, oh yeah, descend into the frozen depths and hear the voices of the lost. Like, you know, that's on Boreas. So, like, that doesn't make sense. That achievement's probably bugged. Alright, but, you know, that was it. That was the game. You know, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I really wish there's a little bit more fine-tuned controlling on the ship, though I imagine that could be added later on if the devs decide they want to come back and rework on this game. But overall, I enjoyed it. I might run back through, try to get a couple more achievements, though I'd have to do the endings like 4 or 5 different times, and, I mean, it only took me, like, what? Let's see. 2 hours, little under 3 hours. But, yeah, it was a pretty nice game, and I think I was, you know, exploring as much as I possibly could. Though I don't really see how it'd be possible to upgrade any of the other stuff all the way to max. Just because I'm not sure you got that much gold in the game, but I mean, I was unlocking a lot of relics and whatnot, so I suppose that might have eaten up most of my funds, but, yeah, I just wish there was just a little bit more, you know? It was a cool game, but I feel like there could be more. But again, I know, 3-man crew for the devs. I think they did a pretty good job with what they had to work with. But, you know, that was Void Sails. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed playing it for the most part. It was significantly better than Tormenture, which I still have not gone back and finished all the other Easter eggs for, which, I mean, I can do at pretty much any point. I just, you know, don't really feel like doing so. At least not yet, because I don't hate myself that much. I mean, if I go back and play it, I think it'd spit me out right before the boss arena, and then I can just go run around and do whatever else, and then come back and then fight the boss again, then unlock the secret ending. But, I mean, hey. Did what I can, what I had. Alright. But, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. I have no idea what I'm going to record next. Honestly, I might just record Revenge of the Savage Planet. I was enjoying playing that with my buddy Infinity Pilot. We did that on stream, I think, as a starting thing. The only problem is he's only available in the evenings, and not for very long. So, maybe do that with my... Actually, I might play with my buddy Brandon, if he's got that time available. I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.